Monday. How are you, everyone? Thank God it's good to be here once again. Man, I miss y'all every week, in between time. I really miss y'all, man. Y'all are definitely part of the Healing Army, and I just like to thank you for supporting me so far. You are each and last one of you are definitely a blessing, because I know each one of you has the potential to influence a multitudes of people, and particularly about this topic of missing fathers. So here on this channel, I just wanted to remind people, thank everybody who are newly subscribed. I refer to you as the Healing Army. Thank you for people who's been here since day one. You still out there, I know, doing the good work. So God bless you. So whomever that's newly subscribed and people who've been here, please share this information, y'all. I mean, share it everywhere. You know what I mean? Share this information. Click on the subscribe button, because every Monday I post, or I may decide to post another day, but you will be notified through that notification bell. Bing! And just please share it. Most importantly, share this on your social media platforms everywhere. If you IG, of course, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever. There's so many out here these days, but please share this information. It's very vital that we get and help missing fathers. Again, we're not here to browbeat them or beat them down. They've been beaten down enough in their lives. Emotionally, they've been beaten down, and some things that are unresolved for them. But so we ask, if you just, please listeners, if you just help with this movement to help them with emotional healing, so they can resume in their correct position as fathers and be fathers to their offspring or children. So today, since I got that out the way, I just want to let you know about this exciting topic today once again, and it's entitled Missing Fathers. When they are not present, they can't show attention, emotional attention to the offspring as he or she is in developmental stages. Now, this is what I mean by that, because it came to my mind. I was just like, okay, what is this about, GY? Well, this was about, you gotta remember, when we all are born in this world, okay, there are some processes that goes and takes about, okay? Now, what we know is, the first thing that comes to mind, because we see with our eyesight, and that is the physical development. So for example, you have children that, they 1 year old, 2 years old, they doing some potty training, so we get very excited. And then we see them master autonomy and their physical attributes. They begin to run and jump and that sort of thing. They begin to get taller, and they begin to do more independent things, such as drink, eat by themselves. And then language development, we really get excited with the language development. They begin to say one words, those one words develop to 5 and so forth, 4 sentences, and then 4 paragraphs, and then these paragraphs are coherent, they are cohesive, they make sense. And then we really love when the child say, "I love you, mommy," or "I love you, daddy." It just blows us emotionally. And speaking about emotionally, that's a segue where we don't a lot of times pay really enough attention to emotional development. And I've been talking about these in a couple of my videos, and just picking it back on the emotional intelligence, because you got to remember that most of all, when we are interacting or relating with one another, period, is based on emotion. And emotions are very, very powerful. It's energy, yes, and it's various types of energy as we think about various emotions in our mind, but emotions are very, very critical. And so therefore, when you do have the mother and father, "I love you," when you have the father present emotionally, when you have the mothers present emotionally, big up to the mothers, I love you, and big up to the fathers, I love you. So when we have these two parents that are there emotionally, it really makes a significant difference to the offspring. How? Well, we have emotional developments. For example, if the child may see the parents in a disagreement, it's important to see for the child to witness how the parents will resolve the conflict in a healthy, emotionally manner. And usually that is taking deep breaths, not outbursts, explosions, fighting and shooting, which we hear a lot today in the society. But you kind of give and set that temperament, missing father. You miss the opportunity of setting the temperament and showing and modeling for your offspring to understand how to cope and how to react or respond appropriately when he or she experiences these different emotions, these array of emotions. So for example, the typical one that most people are kind of aware of and talk about is anger. Let's just talk about anger. So the daughters and the sons, let's talk about the sons. So you have the son there, the offspring, and then the missing father is not present. He hasn't been present. And so now you have the son who grows up, and the only emotional way to handle things, he sees his mother. And so, but he never had that balance. He never had that balance of, how do I respond emotionally, especially when I'm hurt? If somebody emotionally hurt me, how do I resolve it, and how do I handle it in a positive manner? Most often, they didn't learn. And so sons begin to experience these emotions, and they go off these emotions, and then they kind of do impulsive things that kind of lead them either to death or into prison. And with the female, that can happen with her as well. Or, usually it deal with relationship with guys, because she didn't have that father there to kind of set the temperament and the tone of how to respond emotionally healthy. Then she finds herself in multiple relationships that could be abusive, emotionally abusive, or she could become needy and enter into codependent relationships or that are very toxic, and the male as well. The male sometimes, because he did not get that, then he can end up in multiple relationships and thinking that the only the great emotion that he has is through sex and through that euphoria, but not understanding that it's more euphoric feelings than just the sexual intercourse. It can be other ways, healthy outlets that you can resolve emotion, which is anger, which is disappointment, which is sadness, which is different emotions that we experience. So I'm just saying that missing father, when you're not present, you miss the opportunity to really, really, really teach and help the offspring understand what emotion and how much power that is. How much power sometimes to really stop and think and take deep breaths and understand this is how I'm feeling right now, which is the right side of the brain that controls emotion, but let me tap into the left side which controls logic, and let me logically respond to how I'm feeling. And I think because of that, a lot of times you have a lot of crimes out here, the killings, and whether it's police officers killing people, whether it's civilians killing each other, whether it's domestic violence, especially given with COVID, so more people are inside their homes, and so domestic violence rates usually go up because they're around each other even more. But I'm just saying, missing fathers, you missed the opportunity, and I pray that you can understand that you can get back in their lives and try to help set the record straight by emotionally affirming your children and by helping them to learn how to channel emotion through healthy outlets. So I just wanted to come to you this day and Monday to let everybody know that and really process that. If you have any comments, please comment in the comment section. There was some healing soldiers that told me that they was trying to comment but something go through, but I made the adjustment. So please make the comments and everything like that. One thing I have to say, males, pay attention, males. Boys do what they want to do. Men certainly do what they have to do. So I love y'all. I see y'all next Monday. God bless you. Thank you.